Yo, what's up guys and welcome in this new tutorial. Today I'm gonna show you how to create this kind of cool and clean Rocket League thumbnail on Photoshop. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so here I'm on a 1920 by 1080 document, and the first thing I'm going to do is to import a Rocket League background. So if you want to download my Rocket League thumbnail pack, I'm going to leave you the link in the description down below. It's 100% free, so if you want to download it, you can go in the description and click on the link to download it. So I'm just going to use this, so yeah, I just need to hide that. I'm just going to use this Rocket League background, boom, put it on the thumbnail. I'm just going to place it on the center of the page. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of, I'm just going to color correct the background. So yeah, add a brightness and contrast, increase the brightness, increase the contrast as well. So you can copy the value if you want, boom. Add a curves also, boom, put that down so that the darker area becomes more darker. And do the same thing for the lights, but put the handle up so that the lighter area become more lighter. So yeah, like that, that's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna select all the layers and press Ctrl and E to merge it into one layer. Now I'm just gonna import a car. So I'm gonna use, yeah, it's this one, perfect. So I'm gonna use this Dominus, but you can use the car that you want. So press Ctrl and T to open the free transform tool, boom, and I'm just gonna place it like that. It's looking pretty nice, boom, hit enter. Do the same thing for the car, so add a brightness and contrast, and don't forget to click on this little button right there, a square with an arrow, so that everything we're gonna do here gonna apply only on the layer which is below and not on the background. So yeah, add a little bit of brightness and increase the contrast as well, and do the same thing, curves, boom, click on this button, put it down, yeah, like that, put that up, yeah, just gonna put it down a little more. It's looking pretty nice, yeah. So merge it into one layer, Ctrl and E, double click on the layer to open the layer style tab, and now I'm just gonna add a gradient overlay, not this one. I'm just gonna set the blend mode to hard light, select a black and white gradient, set the angle to one, oops, don't want to enter, to click to hit enter. So yeah, just do something like that. And reduce the opacity. Oh, no, it's not hard light, it's overlay, sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna put it on 55%. So you can copy the settings if you want, and I'm gonna also add a drop shadows. So yeah, this one looking pretty good. So you can copy the settings if you want, hit enter, right click, rasterize the layer style. Yeah, like that. Now I'm gonna import the Rocket League logo without the text. So I'm gonna add this one, boom, Ctrl and T, right click, distort. I'm gonna play with that a little bit, release handle, right click, perspective to play with the perspective a little bit, and I'm just gonna rotate it, boom, and distort again, play with that. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Scale, boom, I'm just gonna put it right there, decrease the size a little bit, like that. It's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna double click to open the layer style tab, add a stroke to the logo, so you can copy the settings if you want, and I'm gonna also add a drop shadow. So I'm gonna put the opacity to 100%, select a more darker blue, yeah, like that. I'm gonna put the spread to 100%, play with the distance. I'm just gonna select, yeah, this one, this color, you can copy the X code right there if you want to use the same color. And yeah, like that's looking pretty good. Maybe play with the distance a little more. Yeah, like that's looking pretty good. You can copy the settings, hit OK, boom, press T to open the text tool. I'm just gonna write thumbnail, yeah, like that. Oops, I forgot the U, just gonna add it after, so let's scale it up. Boom, thumbnail, looking pretty good. I'm just gonna put the text behind the logo, and also I forgot to rasterize the layer style of the logo. So yeah, I'm just gonna also reset that. So yeah, put the value to 0, but that's just for me. So yeah, press Ctrl and T to scale that up, not too much, a little bit, run like that. It's looking pretty nice. I'm just gonna double click on it to open the layer style tab, add a gradient overlay, boom, set the blend mode to hard lights, change the angle to 90, yeah, like that. It's looking pretty good. And I'm gonna also add a inner glow, yeah, hit enter. I'm just gonna also add a drop shadow, not this one, reduce the opacity, set the color to a pure dark color, put the spread to yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's looking pretty good like that. Maybe increase the opacity a little bit. Yeah, like that's looking pretty good. Hit OK. I'm just gonna yeah, hold Alt, boom, to duplicate the layer like that. I'm just gonna write tutorial, but you can type whatever you want. I'm just gonna press Ctrl and T. So I select all the letters and press Ctrl and T, so that I open this little tab right there. Go to character, and on this value type, on this yeah, on this little rectangle, type 100. So as you can see, that just increased the spacing between the letters. So yeah, I'm just gonna scale that up to run like that. Just gonna move that down a little bit. Like that, it's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go to the tutorial text, double click on it, and I'm just gonna change the gradient. So put the blend mode on normal, set the opacity to 100%, and I'm just gonna select, go to arrange, I'm just gonna select this one, boom, and I'm just gonna change the color to a more dark orange and not a red color. So boom, click on the reverse, yeah, like that. It's looking pretty good. Hit OK. I'm just gonna rasterize the layer style of these two text right there. I'm just gonna reduce the size of the Rocket League logo because it's a little bit too wide. Yeah, like that. It's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna select all of that, rotate it like that, place it right there. I'm just gonna resize that a little bit and hit enter. That's looking pretty good. Maybe I'm just gonna resize it a little more, boom, like that. Now I'm just gonna add a last thing. So I'm gonna go to objects and add a ball. So I'm gonna add this one. Yeah, just gonna put it on my thumbnail, boom. I'm just gonna place the ball behind the car right there. I'm just gonna rotate it to around like that, boom. It's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna double click on it. No, I'm just gonna add a blur, so filter, blur, Gaussian blur, boom, 2.7, looking pretty good. I'm just gonna hold Alt to duplicate it, right click, flip horizontally, and I'm just gonna put it right about there, maybe there, yeah, hit enter. Okay, now I'm just gonna add a I'm just gonna create a new layer behind the two ball layer right there, and I'm just gonna use, so yeah, I'm gonna use this blue, so you can copy the Xcode right there, press B, yeah, like that, and I'm just gonna add a pop right there, also right there and right there. It's looking pretty nice. I'm just gonna duplicate the layer by pressing Ctrl and G, put it on screen like that. I'm just gonna reduce the opacity a little bit, like that. Create a new layer above it, boom. Switch the foreground color to a white color. I'm just gonna add some pop right there. And now I'm just gonna put it on soft light. Yeah, it's looking pretty nice like that. So I'm just gonna do the same thing on the opposite side. So yeah, create a new layer, boom, switch the foreground color to this orange color, press B again, scale it up, boom, add a pop right there. Maybe I'm gonna scale that up a little more, like that and like that. So duplicate it, screen, yeah, I'm just gonna reduce the opacity a little bit so that it's not too bright. Create a new layer above it, press B, switch the foreground color to a white color, decrease the size of the brush and add a pop right there as well, and here as well. Put the blend mode on overlay, and here I'm just going to decrease the opacity. Yeah, to run like that, 29%, looking pretty good. And yeah, that's it. So I'm just going to select I'm just going to select the all of the layers, press Ctrl and G to duplicate it, Ctrl and E to merge it into one layer, and now I'm just going to right click, convert to a smart object, and I'm just going to do some color correction with the camera raw filter. So I'm going to see you when I've done, because yeah, that's personal, because you maybe use different colors. So I invited you to play with the handle and see what it does. So yeah, I'm gonna speed up the video and see you when it's done. So yeah, that's the final result of our thumbnail. So as you can see, it's the thumbnail before we apply some color correction, and that's the thumbnail after. So yeah, the color is more vibrant, the thumbnail is more attractive, more eye-catching, and that's the kind of thumbnail we want for YouTube, so that's perfect. So yeah, I hope this tutorial helped you guys. If it's the case, you can subscribe to my channel, also add a like to this video, that's gonna help me a lot. And also, if you want to see on my channel thumbnail tutorial for any kind of games like Call of Duty, Fortnite, I don't know, tell me in the comment and I'm gonna do the video very soon. So yeah, that's the end, and see you soon.